This is problem 7 from chapter 5 of the CFA Institute textbook, Corporate Finance, A Practical Approach, 2nd edition. And this is asking about the static trade-off theory. All right, the basics of the static trade-off theory is that there is a trade-off between the cost savings from the tax shield of using debt. Because debt has a tax shield, that makes it cheaper. So adding debt is cheaper than adding equity, but as you add debt, it increases the bankruptcy risk of the firm, which increases not only the rate of interest you have to pay on the debt, but also the cost of the equity that the shareholders expect to earn, because the greater the risk of bankruptcy, the more they will the higher required rate of return they will have on their equity. So static trade-off theory says that as the cost of capital goes down because of the tax shield and goes up because of the increased bankruptcy costs from using debt, there's some point of equilibrium in there where the two are balanced. And at the point where they balance, then that's the least cost of the debt. And so there's some optimal mix of debt and equity out there that will minimize the cost of debt. And debt should be, and going to the question, the three choices are debt should only be used as a last resort, and that's absolutely incorrect. Companies have an optimal level of debt, and that's what the static trade-off theory says, is there's a right number out there. And C is capital structure is irrelevant, where static trade-off theory says it's very relevant. And so the only correct answer up there is B, there's an optimal level of debt.